All around us, plants are drinking, quietly, persistently, and without any of the tools we humans rely on. They don't need mouths to sip, pumps to push, or straws to slurp. Instead, they've mastered a process that's both ancient and astonishing. Without mouths, pumps, or straws, plants have found their own way to move water, one that's invisible to the naked eye, yet essential for life on Earth. Consider the mighty redwood tree. It can lift gallons of water hundreds of feet into the air, defying gravity every single day. This feat is so impressive, it's like a person carrying buckets of water up a skyscraper, except the tree does it without muscles or machines. How do they do it? It's not magic, but a remarkable blend of physics and biology working in perfect harmony. The answer lies in the unique structure of plants and the properties of water itself. Over millions of years, plants have evolved a silent, sun-powered engine. This engine moves water from the soil, through their roots and stems, all the way to the highest leaves, fueling growth and life. The journey of water begins deep underground, where roots search for moisture. It ends high above, as water vapor escapes from leaves into the air, creating clouds and even influencing our weather. Imagine roots spreading beneath your feet, weaving a vast network that explores every crevice of the soil, searching for life-giving water and nutrients. Inside every stem, microscopic tubes called xylem act like tiny highways, carrying water upward against the pull of gravity. This natural plumbing system works tirelessly, day and night, ensuring every leaf receives the water it needs to stay green and vibrant. Water is heavy, and gravity is relentless. For a plant, especially a towering tree, moving water upward is a constant battle. For a giant tree, lifting water is like hoisting a bucket to the top of a skyscraper. Without machines, ropes, or pulleys, it's a feat of natural engineering. The solution? Plants use the stickiness of water molecules, what scientists call cohesion, and the gentle pull of evaporation from leaves, a process known as transpiration. Let's begin our journey at the source, where roots first meet water in the soil, absorbing it drop by drop. To truly understand this miracle, we must look beneath the surface, where the real action happens out of sight. The story of water and plants is one of strength, cooperation, and clever design, a tale of nature's ingenuity at its finest. Let's uncover the secret life of plants, a world of constant, unseen movement where every drop of water matters. The challenge is immense, but the solution is elegant. The journey begins underground, in a world without straws, where plants have found their own extraordinary way to drink. Beneath the soil, an entire world exists that we rarely see. Here, roots form the plant's life support system, quietly working day and night to keep the plant alive and thriving. Roots are more than just anchors holding the plant in place. They're explorers, constantly branching out in search of water and nutrients. They navigate through the darkness, sensing moisture and minerals, and growing towards them with remarkable precision. Each root is covered in millions of tiny root hairs. These delicate structures dramatically increase the surface area, allowing the plant to absorb much more water than it could with roots alone. Root hairs are so fine, they can slip between soil particles, reaching water that would otherwise be out of reach. The soil itself acts like a sponge, holding water in countless tiny spaces between its particles. This hidden reservoir is what roots tap into, drawing life-sustaining moisture from the earth. Root hairs push into these microscopic pockets, drawing water in with every opportunity. It's a race against evaporation and competition from other plants. Water enters the roots by osmosis, a natural process where water moves from areas of less salty soil to the saltier root cells. This movement is essential for the plant's survival, ensuring a steady supply of water even when conditions are dry. This gentle, steady flow is driven by nature's need for balance. It's a silent, invisible current that never stops, always moving water toward the roots. Once inside, water travels from cell to cell, passing through a maze of living tissue. It's heading for the plant's central plumbing system, the xylem. The xylem acts as the main highway, carrying water up from the roots to every leaf and flower. Without this system, the plant would quickly wilt and die. The roots have done their job, delivering water to the starting point of its ascent. From here, the journey continues upward, defying gravity. The vast root network is the plant's first line of survival, spreading wide and deep to find every drop of water and every trace of nutrient. The journey of water is just beginning. From the roots, it will travel through the entire plant, fueling growth, photosynthesis, and life itself. Next, we'll see how water is filtered and pushed upward, ensuring only the purest moisture reaches the leaves. The plant's underground world is a marvel of design, a hidden network working tirelessly to sustain life above. Root hairs are tiny, specialized extensions of root cells, and they play a crucial role in helping plants absorb water efficiently from the soil. These delicate structures dramatically increase the surface area of the root, allowing the plant to access more water and nutrients than it could with roots alone. Even when the soil appears dry or only slightly moist to us, root hairs are able to extract the last traces of water, ensuring the plant's survival during tough times. The secret lies in the plant's ability to maintain a higher concentration of minerals inside its roots than in the surrounding soil. This difference in concentration creates a natural pull, drawing water inward like a sponge soaking up a spill. As water moves into the roots, it builds up pressure, known as root pressure. Sometimes this pressure is so strong that it pushes water all the way up to the leaves, where it appears as tiny droplets at the tips, a phenomenon called guttation. However, root pressure alone isn't enough to move water to the very top of tall trees, which can reach heights of over 100 feet. Something more is needed to overcome gravity. Before water can travel further, it must pass through the endodermis, a specialized layer of cells that acts as a checkpoint, filtering out harmful substances and protecting the plant's internal system. Only the good stuff, clean water and essential minerals, makes it past this barrier and into the xylem, the plant's main water highway that runs from roots to leaves. Osmosis, the movement of water from areas of low concentration to high concentration, along with the action of root hairs, completes the first stage of water's journey into the plant. But the real challenge is just beginning. Lifting water high above the ground, sometimes to dizzying heights, requires a new force. This force is generated in the leaves, where water evaporates into the air, creating a powerful pull. It's a process that depends on water's unique properties, like cohesion and adhesion. Throughout this journey, the plant's internal checkpoints and barriers ensure that only what's needed makes it through, keeping the system safe and efficient. Now, with water safely inside and ready for transport, it's time for the long climb upward through the plant's vascular system. In the next step, we'll see how water defies gravity, moving upward against all odds to reach the highest leaves and branches. Let's dive deeper into the fascinating science behind this upward journey and discover the forces at work within every plant. Capillary action lets water climb through narrow spaces, even against gravity. It relies on two forces: cohesion, water sticking to itself, and adhesion, water sticking to surfaces. Water molecules form chains, pulling each other upward. In plants, adhesion makes water cling to xylem walls, while cohesion keeps the column intact. The narrower the tube, the stronger the effect, perfect for the plant's tiny xylem. Capillary action is nature's water ladder. It's a simple principle with powerful results. This is how water begins its climb up the stem. Cohesion and adhesion work together seamlessly. The plant's design maximizes these forces. Next, let's see capillary action in everyday life. Capillary action isn't just for plants. You see it every day. Dip a paper towel in water and watch it climb up the fibers, just like in a plant's xylem. Place a sugar cube in tea and liquid races upward through tiny spaces. A sponge soaks up water by the same principle. These everyday examples reveal the science behind a plant's water transport. Nature uses simple rules to achieve extraordinary feats. The same forces at work in your kitchen power the world's forests. Capillary action is everywhere if you know where to look. Plants are the ultimate engineers of this process. Now let's follow water's journey up the stem. Water travels up the stem through xylem tubes, hollow, interconnected pipes. Capillary action holds the water column together, preventing it from breaking or slipping back. In small plants, this is enough to move water. In tall trees, it's the foundation for a greater force. Xylem tubes are narrow and reinforced with lignin, preventing collapse under tension. Water moves as a continuous chain from root to leaf. Cohesion keeps the chain unbroken. Adhesion keeps it from sliding down. The stem is both support and sophisticated plumbing. The plant stem is a marvel of natural engineering. Capillary action is the supporting force, not the main engine. The real pull comes from the leaves. Water's journey is almost complete. Next, we see what happens when water reaches the leaves. The final stage is about to begin. Water finally reaches the leaves, the plant's food factory. Xylem veins branch out, delivering water to every cell. Water is essential for photosynthesis, providing hydrogen for sugar production. Without water, photosynthesis stops and the plant wilts. The leaf structure ensures every cell gets water, keeping it firm and turgid. Wilting is a sign the system is failing. Water's journey from soil to leaf is complete, but its role isn't over yet. The final act powers the entire system. Water in the leaf sets the stage for the next cycle. The real engine is about to reveal itself. Let's see how evaporation drives the process. The true engine is transpiration, evaporation of water from leaf surfaces. Tiny pores called stomata open for carbon dioxide, but water vapor escapes. As water evaporates, it pulls on the next molecule, creating tension. This pull travels down the xylem, drawing water up from the roots. It's like sipping from a straw. The sun powers the suction. Plants balance water loss and carbon dioxide intake by opening and closing stomata. Guard cells control the size of each pore. On hot, dry days, stomata close to conserve water. Transpiration is the invisible engine that powers water transport. The cycle continues as long as the sun shines. This process connects every part of the plant. Water's journey through plants sustains nearly all life on Earth. It enables plants to grow, feed ecosystems, and shape our climate. Transpiration releases water vapor, forming clouds and rain. Our food, oxygen, and materials all depend on this process. The next time you see a tree or flower, remember the hidden miracle inside. Roots draw water, stems lift it, leaves pull it skyward. It's a quiet miracle of physics and biology. Understanding this deepens our appreciation for the web of life. Plants' silent work sustains us all.